Hi, Paramanand Ashok Pawar, working as an assistant professor in Electrical Engineering Department, NB Navalai, Sinhagad College of Engineering, Solapur. I have completed my B from Government College of Engineering, Jalgaon. After I have completed my MTech in Power System from TIT Bhopal. Currently, I am having the 8 plus year teaching experience. Today, we are dealing the important bit of our syllabus, that is equivalent circuit of induction motor based on double field revolving theory. So as we know that there are different important parts of a single phase induction motor. One part is called as a stator, another part is called as a rotor. So according to the single phase induction motor working principle, the single phase induction motors are not a self-starting motor. So for starting purpose it will require some of the arrangement. That arrangement is called as the auxiliary winding. So this auxiliary winding is only at the starting of a single phase induction motor. So after starting, this auxiliary winding get removed and the motor will rotate at a main winding only. So that principle is very useful for determining the equivalent circuit of a single phase induction motor based on a double field revolving theory. So double field revolving theory says that the main flux is divided into two type of fluxes. One flux is a forward direction, second flux is in a backward direction. So the resultant of this flux should be a rotating quantity. So depending upon that, the single phase induction motor will rotate. So this working principle, that is called as double field revolving theory, is used for determining the equivalent circuit of single phase induction motor. So we'll start to derive the equivalent circuit of induction machine. Basically a single phase induction motor, basically this is called as two phase motors in which auxiliary winding is disconnected from the supply under running condition. The machine then operates on only on main winding. So the auxiliary winding is used for only starting of a single phase induction motor. So let we develop the equation of a single phase induction motor running on a main winding condition. So first of all, consider the rotor is stationary and main winding is excited. Then the motor is behave like a single phase transformer with secondary short circuit. So the equivalent circuit of stationary rotor is shown in figure, in which the Vm is the supply voltage, Im is the main winding current, the R1 is the main winding resistance, X1M is the main winding reactance, Xm is a mutual reactance of that particular rotor circuit, the X2 dash is the rotor reactance referred to the stator circuit, and R2 dash is the rotor resistance referred to the stator circuit. So these are the various quantities or the various parameters of that particular equivalent circuit, which will be acts as an single phase transformer with secondary, that is short circuited. So according to double field revolving theory, the pulsating air gap flux can be resolved into two equal and opposite fluxes, since the magnitude of flux is one half of the alternating flux. So it is convenient to assume that two rotating flux acting on two separate rotors. So the single phase induction motor can be considered as an two motors having common stator circuit and two imaginary rotors. which rotate in opposite direction. So the standstill impedance of each rotor referred to stator is a R2 dash by 2 plus X2 dash by 2. So the equivalent circuit of single phase induction motor under this condition is shown in figure. So in figure there is a main winding resistance and reactance, that is stator winding resistance and reactance. These are the X2 dash and R2 dash are the rotor winding reactance. XM is the mutual winding reactance. So this XM is divided into two parts, that is XM by 2 and basically XM by 2. Similarly, this X2 dash is divided into two parts due to the change in flux direction, that is in forward direction, that is X2 dash by 2, and similarly the R2 dash by 2, the resistance is divided into in a backward direction. So this equivalent circuit is shown here, in which Vm is the applied voltage, Im is the main winding current, the R1M is the stator winding resistance, X1M is a stator winding reactance. So the mutual reactance, now it is divided into two parts, that is first part is called as XM by 2 here, and second part is XM by 2. Now it is divided into two parts. So the first part is for the forward direction and the second part is for the backward direction. So this is the division of the mutual reactance of the circuit. Similarly, we can divide the rotor reactance as well as rotor resistance. So the value of rotor reactance is divided into, that is X2 by 2, that is first part is X2 by 2, another part is X2 dash by 2. Similarly, the value of the resistance, that is R2 dash by 2 and R2 dash by 2. So it will give you the value of the impedance. So the first value of impedance for the forward motion, that is called as ZF, which will be shown by here. So this will be the ZF, which will be the forward value of impedance, and second one is the backward value of the impedance. So it is ZF and it is ZB. So that will be the impedance value of the circuit. So the resultant induced voltage in the main winding circuit, so that will be give you the value of basically the value of, that is EMF and EMB. So the total value, that is EM bar is equal to EM, that is EMF bar and EMB bar. But for forward flux slip, the value of slip, that is called as, for forward value of slip, that is R2 dash by 2 into S, and for backward flux slip is R2 dash by 2 into 2 minus S. So we can replace this with the help of slip of a circuit. So the equivalent circuit becomes, Vm is the applied voltage, Im is the stator current, the R1M is a stator value of resistance, X1M is the value of reactance. Only we can here changing the value of the slip, that is R2 dash divided by 2S, and for backward, that is R2 dash divided by 2 into 2 minus S. So it will give you the value of the slip of that particular circuit. Okay, so in order to simplify the calculation, so as shown in figure, the I2 dash by 2S plus J into X2 dash by 2 is parallel with XM by 2. Similarly, the I2 dash divided by 2 into 2 minus S plus J X2 dash by 2 is parallel with basically J into XM by 2. So in order to simplify the calculations, we define the following impedance, that is ZF is called as impedance for forward field and ZB is the impedance for backward field. So for getting the value of ZF bar is equal to RF plus JXF, which will be the resistance, that is R2 dash by 2S plus J into X2 dash by 2 parallel with J into XM by 2. Similarly, that is impedance for backward fields, that is Z bar B is equal to RB plus J into XB, will give you the value of R2 dash divided by 2 into 2 minus X plus J into X2 dash by 2 parallel with J into Xm by 2. So it will give you the value of impedance, and that the value of impedance is basically for getting the parallel value. So म्हणजे upper part, the multiplication of two terms and divided by the addition of two terms, it will give you the value of ZF bar is equal to RF plus JXF. Similarly, we'll get the value of Z bar B is equal to RB plus JXB. So simplify the above equivalent circuit with the help of that impedance, that will give you value, that is Vm is equal to the applied voltage, Im is the value of current in main winding, R1m is the resistance of main winding, X1m is the reactance of main winding, EMF is a basically EMF for forward direction, EMB is EMF for the backward direction, the RF is a forward resistance, XF is a forward reactance. So it will the ZF, that is forward direction impedance. Similarly, we'll get the value, that is RB is the backward value of resistance, XB is the backward value of reactance. So the combination of resistance plus reactance will give you the value of impedance, that is ZB. So the current flowing through the stator winding is equal to the Vm bar divided by Z1m. So the Z1m is equal to R1m plus X1m plus ZF bar plus ZB. So we can calculate the value of current from that equation, which will be considered as an equivalent circuit of a single phase induction motor based on double field revolving theory. So in short, the double field revolving theory, that is equivalent circuit, will give you the value of impedances for forward direction, the value of impedances for a backward direction for a rotor circuit, and for stator circuit there is a impedance which is called as Z1m for the stator winding impedance. So we can get the value, that is current, that is I is equal to Vm by R, but we are considering the impedances, so that's why the value of impedances is Z1m plus ZF plus ZB. So this is the equivalent circuit of single phase induction motor. Thank you very much.